A pyramid is a specific high energy structure. It's an example of sacred geometry. Because of the sacred geometry, there is the highest amount of energy there. So pyramids are basically meant only for meditation. So all meditation centers are being built only in the form of pyramids. Why was the Great Pyramid built? By whom? It was built by Pleiadians from other star systems to introduce meditation onto the Earth planet. The purpose of the Great Pyramid in Egypt was only for meditation. Meditation done inside a pyramid is thrice more powerful. Temples are good community places, but they are not places for meditation. Pyramids are for meditation.
I first read about the pyramids in the year 1982 through a book titled Secret Power of the Pyramids, authored by Bill Shull and Ed Pettit. Whatever you do inside a pyramid energy field, then that gets enhanced. We are now currently in the Great Pyramid energy era. So, especially for meditation, it's absolutely recommended. And if you are constructing some meditation center, it should be constructed in the form of a pyramid. What are the dimensions of a pyramid? It's a square base with the four walls angled at the same angle as the Great Pyramid in Egypt. So when you follow the same angle, and also the pyramid should be oriented towards the north and south, the magnetic north and south. Then what happens? We have a small replica of the Great Pyramid in Egypt. That's what we hear from those people who know the science of meditation.
Namaste. Very good morning, good afternoon, great evening, dear friends and masters. On behalf of Buddhasya Quantum Foundation, I welcome you to the day 25 of our 26 of our program, Sankalp. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. This is what exactly we are doing by attending this program, Sankalp. We are inching towards a better version of ourselves and being able to enjoy life more in every aspect of it. And today we will get to know about pyramids, how to enhance our meditation practice and how to make use of this in our day-to-day life. With this, I request Chandra sir to take over.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon, wonderful evening. There is energy externally and energy internally. Energy by what we do, but we take energy from the shapes, from the structures, places. For example, if we go into nature, plenty of energy. Which makes us calmer and helps us in our process of becoming who we are. So this beautiful concept of pyramids, the technology of pyramids, must be studied. When I read this book sometime in 2000, 2001, when I came in contact with Patri sir and Dr. J.K. and all of them, I was fascinated. The book by Bill Schultz and Ed Petit called The Secret Power of Pyramids. I also read another book, I think it's called Pyramid Power by Max Thoth. But I had a beautiful experience in the early years of my meditation. When I sat in a pyramid, suddenly it's way early, maybe it's 2005 or 4, sat in a pyramid, and that pyramid is there behind me, that mega pyramid. It's in Bangalore, called Maitreya Buddha Pyramid, in Pyramid Valley International. I sat in the pyramid, then something, with intense pressure, air was blowing out of, from inside to outside through my ears. With intensity, it's like on a blower, somebody blowing in, nobody they're coming out. Blowing from in to out. Intense pressure is built up and things are blowing out. Is a feeling I'm having. I was having that time. It was so intense, I thought my ears may break. And so I kept going at it. What do you do when you get a meditation experience? And I kept going at it. It's still blowing heavily. I sat in meditation about 10 minutes or 20 minutes later, this experience started occurring. And then first it was in both ears, then it was heavy on the left side. Intense. Then I was scared a bit. And so then I stopped, opened my eyes, what's going on? Is it like somebody's pulling, blowing? Then no, that sat through. Again it started. So after a while it stopped. Then later, thereafter, my intensity of the pain, the ear blockage and heaviness and then pains that I used to have has healed dramatically. A lot of healing happened to me in the 2002, in the first 6 months of meditation. But then after this event, 2-3 years later, when I was meditating in a pyramid, more deeper healing I knew occurred at that time. Pyramids are beautiful for meditation. There is huge science behind it. I was there in Bosnia pyramids. Bosnia pyramids. Oops. Here is a pyramid from Bosnia. You see my the background. This is the mountain area in Bosnia. Mountain area in Bosnia. Everyone thinks they're mountains. But then one master from Bosnia, otherwise living in the United States, called Sam Osmanagic, was an archaeologist who studied the pyramids, always felt there is something over these. They're not just hills, because they all are perfect pyramid shaped. And so then I started digging, and I was there in these pyramids in the year 2017 with Patricia. And they're actually a pyramid. It is made up of artificial material, a material that is stronger than stone, because they start digging about 10 feet below that hill. 10 feet you go dig. They start digging from the bottom, several areas, and the center, the top. About 10 feet below, as you dig, and then that much layer of all the earth and everything you remove, then you start seeing a material which is like slab-like material. They are like all vertical slab-like materials are there. Like the granite stone slabs that are used for pavements. Like that, very long slab-like materials are laid out, and they're all there. And all of this is available in in somewhere in the domains, Bosnia pyramids if you search. But then it's interesting that they existed. The whole area is all full of those. Those hills are small, small, big ones, but all in the same shape, many of them. And then there is not only that slab-like material, then a pyramid contains tunnels, water body, many things underneath, and they're all there. They're digging, they're finding so much of stuff out there. If you see that, while of course many people don't accept for whatever various reasons of, they're I'm trying to get my camera, another camera fixed here, so get a little better. So if you see the Bosnia pyramids, then you know that there is something special with these pyramids. If you see the Bosnia pyramids, you will know there is something that is there. And of course, I also went to Egypt pyramids. Sorry, Egypt pyramids, Giza pyramid in Egypt. There is some science here, and there's so much research that is there. And that books, there are so many books, not just one book, two books, there are so many books on the pyramid power. That if you read, if you understand, and then there is practical experimentation that was done in Pyramid Valley pyramid, where in Pyramid Valley, tomatoes stayed for 140 days that are kept in the pyramid at room temperature. 140 days. That's nearly 5 months without getting spoiled, energized. Many stories of people healing, like my case in a meditation, people having amazing, amazing Brahman experiences when they come into pyramid and meditate. And then, of course, all these preservation benefits of pyramids made Patrizi, who discovered the power of them. And then now this is just, they're all just what we visibly see and experience. But then there is the science of there being mystical structures come from a different dimension. And so then they're there with a great purpose. And so when you understand it, you feel that we must try this. And so Patrizi understood. And so he said, why simply build a flat hall for meditation? Why not utilize a structure that fundamentally has energy? And then a lot more than that, it is connected to something more superior, something far mystical, deeper. And so then he encouraged building pyramids, and the whole the pyramid movement began. Now thousands and thousands of pyramids are there. Well, understand a lot of these after meditation today, the science behind pyramid energy. The beauty is that he brought the technology is so simple that anybody can make a pyramid at home. Anyone who just know a little bit about scientific understanding, and students, you give them a page of instruction that we've given, you can make a pyramid at home with cardboard, paper, everything. And so then you still experience the energy and power of pyramids. And we'll talk about this after meditation. Relax yourself, dear friends. Let's go into the practice once again. We are practicing breath meditation. Our goal is to rest the mind, relax the mind. We do this by observing our normal, natural breath. So sitting down comfortably, dear friends, as you see in the picture, with fingers into fingers, hands in your lap, rested, closing your eyes, cross your feet, sitting most relaxed posture, spine need not be erect, and observe your breath on the nose anywhere, resting your attention on the nose, preferably in the middle of the eyebrows. When you observe the breath in that point slowly, Mind is becoming calmer, emptier. Witness whatever happens to you in that state of emptiness. When the mind is calm, when your body is relaxed, you are in a meditative state, where mind has already gone into a very beneficial wave states. Witness, notice whatever happens to you. Many of those experiences are related to your pancha kosha, the 7 bodies and the 5 bodies. They're also related to many, many chakra system. We just don't talk about them, but they're all very connected and related. Observe what happens to you. And in case there is thought, come back to attend to your breath again. And then start the process all over. It's called breath meditation. And then we will practice the heart elevation process before we go into it today. And those of you new, just follow my guidance. This is a short mind process to go and fill ourselves with an elevated energy by recollecting an event and experience of love, joy, gratitude. With a few minutes of this process called heart elevation, to slip into a beautiful, deeper meditative state, and then do breath meditation to observe the breath to empty ourselves. So let's start the process, friends. Relax yourself. For this heart elevation, just follow my guidance and just start meditation. Dear friends, relaxing yourself with your eyes closed, specs removed, keeping your hands on your chest area. Rest your attention on your heart center. With a relaxing breath, connect with your loving heart. This center of all knowingness, this center of emotions, this center of all soul desires. Connect with it, dear friends. Love it. Feel it. Hear the beat, the rhythm of it, dear friends. Your attention in your heart center with your hands on your chest area, connecting with this beautiful feel. That emits energy that expands all life. Come on, friends, I want you to, with a relaxing breath, feel your heart. Appreciate this beautiful consciousness, dear friends, that is so intelligent, that it powers and expands your life. Feel it, dear friends. And then can you imagine of an experience of higher emotion, of deep joy, peace, love, kindness, adventure, trekking in nature, enjoying rain, or smelling flowers, or hugging trees, or helping those deeply in need, being with the child or whatever, dear friend, that appreciation, that joy, any experience, imagine, or bring up from your past, feel it. Feel that emotion. Allow yourself to spread that energy to direct that energy onto those in need, to everybody on the planet, to everything, to help them heal, to elevate themselves, to know the truth of meditation, to go into it, to know themselves. When you place your attention, your intention moves that energy towards those that you intend. Come on, dear friends, feel it. Move into that coherence, you connect with your heart center, you experience higher emotion, you send that energy, spread it to everyone. You are coherent more and more. In your heart and brain, with your body, with the field around you. You are in great coherence, dear friends. Feel. Relive that moment of joy, of gratitude, of kindness, and feel that energy, spread that energy, intent to spread that energy. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. with your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap, resting your attention on your nose anywhere with a reference point. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath at that point. We are going into powerful group meditation. Observe your breath and allow yourself to slowly experience that calmness, deeper stillness within you, and great emptiness all around you. All emptiness is energy. This is the quantum field of potentiality. That governing force or the agency of all matter, all creation. The more you are with it, the field of unfamiliarity, the field of unknown, the more familiar you become. And the more you receive from it. It is natural to be in thought, very natural, very normal to experience thought. When you notice you are thinking, can you go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to slowly and slowly go into that calmness. That emptiness with the field of no body, of no thing. Meditation is for everyone. Meditation is easy to practice. And everyone who is sincere in practice, without an exception, is becoming divine. All emptiness is that energy, the field of existence, that divine self. The more you are in this field of infinity, the more you embrace it in its glorious form of compassion, of love, of empowerment, of being that mystic, of being in abundance. yourself. To loosen to that endless, vast depth of that emptiness. That infinite field of all permeable energy that is you. Being with this intelligent, connected breathly of friends, you transcend the matter, you merge with this energy as that whole and one. And slowly and surely know who you are. At this time, dear friends, I'd like you to energize your intentions that you set for yourself, affirming and visualizing that beautiful future that these intentions bring to your life. Feeling the joy of living that future, feeling that emotion as your intentions fruitified, they've come true to you in your life. In that quiet space, in that calmness, whatever you clearly think, whatever you emotionally feel, is sending a stronger signal to the field. Imagine, dear friends, and feel it, love it. That future that you wish to experience for yourself. As you felt and as you lived that future, with that quick energization of your intentions, I'd like you to express deep gratitude to everything and everyone. And whenever you're ready, with your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, you will open your eyes. Okay, dear friends, hope you enjoy the session. While we are there, soaking in those energies, relaxing, let's watch this short video of pyramid power, an experiment that we did in Buddhasya Quantum Foundation office during COVID time. Can you play that video, Sagar? Okay, so I'll come back to it. Let me put up a few charts about this power of pyramid energy. that. Okay, so I think we're getting that video.
Pyramid is the most stable structure which receives the highest cosmic energy in this planet Earth. The no thought state or Nirmal Sthiti is attained 3 times faster if one meditates inside the pyramid.
Pyramid is a sacred geometry, absolutely right angles for the earth planet. So the sacred geometry gives you a lot of sacred energy. That's why we have constructed pyramids everywhere.
Pyramids provide high energy environment and enable even plants to grow quickly and be vibrant looking. At Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation office in Bangalore, we saw the practical benefit of this firsthand during the current lockdown in May-June 2021. We have over 100 indoor plants in our office and many of them needed to be moved to outdoors at least once a week to gain fresh air and light. After 1 week into the lockdown, we noticed plants becoming dull and even some developed fungus at the roots. That time, one of our co-founders, Vani Madam, got this insight to use pyramid energized water. So we started watering the plants every 3 days for the next 4 weeks using this pyramid energized water. To our great surprise, when we observed at the end of 5th week, all the plants looked really vibrant, energetic, and grew tall magically. None of them were taken to outdoors during this period at all. So friends, that's pyramid energy in action. Pyramid energy is also helping one to go into deep meditations. So explore and experiment for yourself. Pyramid energy is free and it is very powerful.
Okay, the little experiment that we did, and it always comes out that these mystical structures have that energy, they provide that energy, conducive energy for meditators. And so then we utilize pyramids for our meditation. I have a pyramid here. The simple pyramid, it's a cap pyramid. A pyramid. You wear a pyramid like this and you meditate. Wait, what is this? Yep. Pyramid like this and you meditate. And there is a small thread here. You wear the thread around your head and then you can buy these pyramids. Of course, some have some stickers on them, some don't have any stickers, but you can just put the pyramid like this and then you meditate. It's called pyramid hat. Pyramid hat. Or there are some small structures. Here is our PMC Hindi team did a pyramid shaped calendar. And then I keep it here. A pyramid that's made of small pyramids, anything that I keep them there everywhere, they exhibit energy. So let's look at a little bit of science of these pyramids. And we will share these presentations. So I'm going to run through a little bit while some of them are pictures. And the wisdom note that we'll send out will have a lot of information about this structure and the pyramid's benefits. But best is to read the book. So pyramids, the way we know is only we knew about Giza pyramids, Egyptian pyramids. But there are also Mayan pyramids that are there in South American areas. I showed I talked about Bosnia pyramids, a picture of Bosnia pyramids. Now we have several man-made pyramids here through Patrici's efforts, beautifully, thousands, at least 30,000 pyramids. Like we have a pyramid at our home, a meditation pyramid. About 8 people can sit comfortably inside and meditate. That pyramid that is behind me in my background can hold about 4,000 people at a time. There's another bigger one in Hyderabad that called Maheshwara Mahapyramid. 6,000 people can meditate there. Another one at Rajamandri, even more people can meditate there. There are many such pyramids are built now with Patrici's beautiful efforts everywhere that are not only giving individuals the capability to meditate deeply, but of course they are actually connecting through energy, and then they are helping many people of all faiths to go in and then become one, symbol of great secularity. They're storehouse of cosmic energy. What does it mean? So when they put a Kirlian photography, and how do you measure the energy field around an individual or an entity through this Kirlian photography they called? And you do this. Basically, you do a thermal scan around you and then do a software to analyze that energy. And every time they put a picture, I mean, they took a picture, Kirlian photography, anything that has got this pyramid angle maintained, then it has this beautiful beam of energy going into the field. Now, the picture you're seeing here is not a big pyramid, by the way. They're just tiny keychain pyramids. A 1 inch by 1 inch keychain has about those 6 or 7 or 8, 9 pyramids, and each of them are exhibiting that energy. So whether you take a big pyramid and the Bosnia pyramid, by the way, if you go and search, look for the Bosnia pyramid, the energy from the tip is a massive beam of 10-foot wide beam of energy that's visible to the Kelvin photography. Something is there, some connection is there from the tip to the field. And when is it noticed? According to this research that is done, when the pyramid is built to this golden angle, 51 degrees, 51 minutes, this is a proper science. Those who are ignorant talk about different things. Ignorant means ignorant. But then the science that when we study, and that's why we are very scientific minded, scientific temperament is there to explore before we reject anything. And so these pyramids and those books really talk about all the research experiments that have been carried out in European countries, significantly in Russia, because Eastern countries were very open for lots of spirituality, mysticism, a lot of that started. So many of them started exploring many dimensions of mysticity. And then, of course, it went to America, United States. There's a master called Patrick Callaghan. Did a lot of research on the pyramids. But then pyramids, when they're built to this angle of 51 degrees, 51 minutes, which is exactly the angle that Giza pyramid is built to, Egyptian Giza pyramids, and many pyramids, that the Mayan pyramids, the Machu Picchu area, the Mongolian pyramids, now the Bosnian pyramids, and then pyramids that are built in PSSM by Patrici's encouragements, and all of them have this 51 degrees, 51 minutes. When that is built to that and aligned to these 4 directions, they seem to they seem to have that energy conducive for healing, conducive for preservation, conducive for meditation. Basically, whatever you do, it amplifies in it. Your intentions multiply. If I have an intention to heal myself, I sit down there, it seems to multiply and accelerate. And so many people. I knew a person who was paralytic, didn't have an option, nothing. He got to know this meditation and pyramid meditation. So, he couldn't sit. So he went to a pyramid, basically was transported a pyramid near his home. And then there, morning to evening, he used to lie and then just simply observe the breath. Lie down and observe the breath. And then he says in 2 to 3 weeks later, and then lifelong he was paralytic, 2 to 3 weeks later, he became slowly, the movements is noticed in legs and hands and all of it. some kind of liquid used to come out of his mouth, but all the healing happened. And then today his entire lifetime is dedicated to promoting meditation and pyramid energy. It goes around everywhere. The same person couldn't move. The meditation in the pyramid and then spending there hours and hours, morning to evening, hours and hours for 2-3 weeks healed him. And somebody came to Pyramid Valley, cancer. She stayed there for 3 months, morning to evening, meditating, and then otherwise spending time. Extended her lifespan by 3 years after that. Otherwise, basically, medical experts gave up and said, okay, anytime. But then she was intensely determined, came to Pyramid Valley, and then spent time 3 months there, meditating or spending time in the pyramid, and then healed, extended, gave herself 3 more years. Many things are there. Now, this energy, when it's measured to that 51 degrees angle, the 4 sides of the pyramid, and then built to that angle, seem to have that energy. All their experimentation is done at that angle. And so the book that if you read, that is Secret Power of Pyramids, and all talk about this angle. There's another angle that you also come across called Nebular Pyramids at a 70 degrees angle, 72 degrees angle. But what is researched and what is built and what we feel is the right energy angle is this 51 degrees, 51 minutes. And this is where most of the research, this is where most of the experimentation by PSSM to this angle, and then seem to have fabulous things, including the Giza pyramids, all at this angle. Right. And some of the books that you can read. Pyramid Power by Max Thoth, and then you would start there. And we also send you this New Age of Pyramid Energy book compilation. That book will send you today in all our WhatsApp support groups where you can go through for yourself. There'll be a page in that book which talks about the angle and then how to make a pyramid or the science behind it. So you can go through the page, read it, and then simply do a pyramid making video. Also, plenty of them are there. And if possible, find and send that video as well. If you would like to, you can make. Otherwise, you can order pyramids to experiment for yourself. Cap pyramid, any other different types of pyramids. Let's go through. 3 benefits I said: preservation, healing, and altered states of experience through meditation. 3 benefits. Preservation, whatever you put, preserved. Healing, your body heals. Wounds, cuts, many things, accelerated healing of the pyramids. Third, meditation becomes deeper. So let's go through one by one. First one, preservation. Water kept in a pyramid becomes energized water every day. Every night we have pyramids that are kept on the water jugs, water bottles. Small pyramids, big pyramids, you keep them. One, it does all the experiments. Our home is full of, at least you'll find 100 pyramids every corner, everywhere. Vegetables are kept in a frame pyramid like that. It's free energy. Build a 1 foot by 1 foot pyramid. You take an empty pyramid like that is a frame. It's the frame that mattered. What the notice is, whether the pyramid is covered or not, like that cap pyramid above, is the frame. If the frame is kept to the angle, then that's all it matters for the energy to be preserved and contained. And so vegetables are staying fresh for longer. I'll show you a slide about another 140 days of tomato experiment. Then milk in the pyramids do not spoil at the end of the day. Normally, you know it. After a day, if you don't keep them refrigerated, then the milks get spoiled, but didn't spoil in the experimentation that they noticed. And so here is an experiment at Pyramid Valley, a preservation experiment, 140 days. You see in the inset 2 masters. One is Dr. Amit Goswami, the physicist, who wrote books on quantum physics, several. He promotes quantum activism. And people can enroll for a PhD program in quantum physics and quantum activism. The Amit Goswami. And then Estonia, Lele Linmay, who knows about this whole ley lines. And she visited Pyramid Valley. And then they noticed this 140 days, the pyramid stayed outside. 75% success rate. That means when you put 100 tomatoes, 75 stayed fresh for full 140 days. Outside, they're kept there in the tray on the outside. They got spoiled in about 16 days. Right, 16 days means about right? 2.5 weeks or so approximately. Whereas the inside one stayed for 140 days. That simple pyramid frame that is there, that's all it is, nothing else. Right, it's a metal pyramid with gold paint, that's all is painted, and then a small little copper pyramid kept. The second benefit difference is healing and concentration. Now, the preservation, it doesn't stop there. There's a lot of here, then we will remove the slides. But agriculture, pyramid agriculture, that plants that you've experimented you saw, and a lot of people put a pyramid. In Vizag, we have a pyramid meditation center. Now there we have pyramids, we have little land, and then we put pyramids where we're growing plants and fruits and vegetables. An incredible amount of yield that comes when pyramid frames are used for crops. In Pyramid Valley, we do that constantly. We grow our own vegetables and the natural vegetables, and there the pyramids are kept here and there, and then the yield we see is higher, and then the plants don't get ill, sick, and so the yield is higher, the sickness is not there. Pyramid energy seems to help them to grow. And then those under the pyramid, those around the pyramid, right? And so the second thing is the healing and concentration. So those who sit, now here is another model of pyramid. Now the students benefit greatly if you mount a pyramid like that at the study area. Sit and meditate in the chair, or they can just start writing, reading, studying, everything helpful. Everywhere in my Sanovi office company where I was there, I had a pyramid above my cabin wherever I was sitting. Today in Buddhase office, I have a pyramid. Most people have pyramids where they sit. It's free, so we mount pyramids, and the ceilings are to the walls, and so the pyramid energy is there. It's experiment. Very beneficial to the children. And so my children always had pyramids in the area where they worked above from the ceiling there. Now, healing experiments. So now you take salt, and then the salt is put into food that you make, but the salt is first energized under the pyramid. Salt and pepper, right? Common. They did this experiment in Russian jails, and then 5,000 people fed salt and pepper. And they noticed the behaviors changed significantly. Positive behavior change observed when they're eating food that is energized by the pyramid. So go figure. So there is a lot of experiments we can do to see what difference it can bring to us. But then there is so much experimentation is there that you stop doubting and then you start utilizing it. We did our experiments plenty every time. Sometimes it is funny that when laptops didn't work, and then you take them under the pyramid and keep them for some time, and then the screen starts coming up again. The same screen didn't come up for a long time, it just comes up. Doing nothing, no upgrades, nothing, software, but this screen came up multiple times, not once. This happens. Even electronics seem to get benefited sometimes. I don't know why that would happen. Third thing difference is the subject of interest for us, of deep, and all interests are there. All three are beautiful. So if you have a pyramid, and people who are deeply ill in the healing, and so they put a pyramid like what you see here mounted, and then the person is above the bed, about let's say 3 foot above the bed, you mount it. And then you sit down when you're getting up, or when you lie down, your body is under the pyramid. So some people mount a 6 foot by 6 feet hanging to the ceiling when they are deeply ill. It covers the whole bed. Or some people put a frame pyramid, which is like this, a frame pyramid like this. A frame pyramid they put on the bed, and so they sleep in the pyramid. The other day, our master came and shared Lavanya madam, who put a frame pyramid like this in our living room. And so now a whole day when they're spending time in the living room, they're spending in the pyramid automatically. So the healing, the energizing, all that happens naturally. Now you don't go on question, is it going to give me energy? When you sleep, you know that you're energized. When you're in the nature, you're energized. It's like that. Pyramids are natural energy. The research is there proven. So you start utilizing it, this beautiful structure by ordering whatever. So now meditation, difference in the pyramid or underneath the pyramid is called pyramid meditation. There are many ways to do it. You walk into the pyramid and sit down and meditate like the pyramid, valley pyramids. A small pyramid, there are individuals there meditating in it. And here somebody sitting on a chair and then meditating with all these pyramids that are there, frames. There are many forms and shapes and sizes pyramids come in the caps that I showed you, like that. So what do they give? They give for beginners high energy environment. For advanced meditators, they go into deeper states of deeper altered states. Wait a minute, what happened to my Video. Deeper altered states. So, dear friends, this pyramid energy can definitely be experimented. And a few things, psychic feedback. This is the secret power of pyramids, Bill interpreted from that book. And the quote there, the results suggest that pyramid technology and its offshoots could save the world and substantially improve physical, mental, and spiritual health along the way. And a lot of books that are there talking about it, a sense of security, of protection takes over when they enter the pyramid. And a lot of people, when they're outside, when they walk into our Maitreya Buddha pyramid in Bangalore, or any major pyramids, when they walk in, and from outside they feel very agitated. As they go in, something prevails. It's like a temple you go in. But you go into the pyramid, suddenly something shifts, and they find great calm. Great calm. Even just being there in the pyramid for some time can bring that calmness to you. Because I seem to find that energy. You know that Himalayan salt crystal lamps that give that negative ions that are good for that place. There are plenty and thousands that are there in the pyramids. The ions are there, energizing and charged energy particles. So an awareness seemed to come to many who spend time in the pyramid. Awareness of peace, awareness of presence of an unusual energy field is felt, right? And people sleep under the pyramid, sleep is intensified, a lot of that. There is Ruth Montgomery, also written books on pyramids. Ruth Montgomery, she's a channeler of some of these aspects, and so then she also wrote books. Otherwise, a journalist in America, White House, but then eventually turned into a spiritualist. Patriji, pyramids are like a magnifying lens. So intense focus, they focus. And so, that focus, we all did the experiment in childhood and it felt very great when you put a magnifying lens and then it burns the sun energy, right? Sunlight, driven through magnifying lens, it burns the paper other side. The same thing you think of it as a pyramid, sort of like that. Act and energy is intensified inside the pyramid. Reasons unknown, but it is noticed and observed. Man is still figuring out why does it happen? What is the secret power of this pyramid and how does it come when that angle is there? By the way, this angle is called the golden angle. It is the same angle at which all the spirals in the nature are there. You see a lot of spirals in nature, including the galaxy. It has an angle at which the spiral spins out. The angle at which it spins out is called this golden angle, 51 degrees, 51 minutes. Flowers have spirals. Many, many nature's things, the spirals. So all of them is the same angle at which they spin out. Some connection. Pyramid angle, right? It's got connection to the pi, right? And any material can be used to the pyramids. Any material. It doesn't matter. Concrete, cement, steel, or just metal sheets, or bamboo, or wood, anything. Cement boards. Just simple mesh with uh, simple mesh, and then you just put cement slab on it. Any material can be used, and they all seem to have thatch pyramids. In COVID time, not COVID time, Hudhud, there's a major cyclone that hit Visakhapatnam. I come from Visakhapatnam area. I live in Bangalore. There's COVID time. There are very pyramids, and one of the pyramid center near to beach. Vizag is coastal area. Hudhud was like literally demolished everything out there, all the trees, everything gone. Many many structures are also amputated and gone. Right? Any metal sheds that are there in the second floor, first floor, they all have been lifted off during this Hudhud major cyclone that happened a few years ago. Now there's one thatch roof pyramid. Thatch pyramid was there in one of the meditation centers terrace. Thatch roof. Tell you what, nothing happened to that pyramid, even though that is in line of wind everywhere. The wind took off everything, but the thatch roof pyramid was safe, intact. And then several houses around it, nothing happened to them. Patrick Callaghan talks about storm shield shelters as pyramids. So if you build pyramids, and he advocates for it, if you build pyramids, and if any government office is listening, and if you are into the business of creating shelters for storm shields, where all these fishermen and many people on these sea coasts, so you have storm shield shelters to give them cover when the cyclones come. And so if he theorizes that when you put these pyramids in the pyramid-shaped shelters, then they deflect. That field deflects the cyclone away. Something that is unknowingly, that thatch roof pyramids remained intact. That Hudhud power is very close to the beach, by the way. That pyramid where it was, not on the beach, but very close, intact. Okay, so there is something out there that must be experimented, and then there is plenty of experiments the PSSM is doing in installing pyramids on roadside, wherever there is accidents happen, curvy roads, and install the small pyramids along the curves. And they'll see, and then the constables in the police station nearby have certified that, okay, there seem to be less in the reduction of accidents, particularly accidents that cause damage to human life. Less accidents. Automatically, multiple places they've already noticed and observed. And several of these stories are there in Pyramid Channels, dear friends. And so Patriji, and then with this intention, many pyramids are built. There's the first pyramid, Kurnool, Andhra Pradesh. I was there. I had this beautiful opportunity to spend in silence in Mauna, meditating 10 hours a day in this pyramid for 8 days earlier this year in January. Amazing amount of experience that happens when you go into pyramids like this. It's a highly intense pyramid. Patriji spent hours and hours and hours with his initial set of people in this pyramid for years. In the beginning in 91, 92, 93, 94. Overnight meditations. Dr. Newton, many masters, Dr. G.K., many of them spent time in this pyramid initial years. This is the Pyramid Valley Pyramid in Bangalore. Times of India recognize the 7 wonders of Bangalore. All right, mega pyramid. And this is where, when I'm doing retreats most of the time, there's one that's there in December, an 8-day intense meditation retreat. In December, we go into these pyramids and meditate hours and hours. This one in Hyderabad, December of every year, 21 to 30, 10 days of mega function happens. Anyone can go anytime, but mega function with 30,000 people come there in December of every year. And we're always there in this function, along with others, group meditations happen in the pyramid outside there. Limca Book of Records has the largest meditation pyramid. And pyramids are there everywhere in the world, dear friends. Everywhere now, with PSS movements. In Bombay, there's a pyramid. Delhi, there is a pyramid, or multiple pyramids in Delhi. Go to pssmovement.org or pmchindi.com or org, and you'll find some pyramids located in North India and in other different parts of the country. Right, friends? And a few countries in the world also have pyramids. So I'll stop here. Pyramids are everywhere. What do we do with them? We encourage everyone to build a pyramid at home. Utilize pyramid energy for meditation. Build them for yourself, build them a community pyramid for everybody. If you're convinced to do research, if you're building something, a temple, build a pyramid there. You're building a community hall, build a pyramid there. If you're a builder, building homes or apartments, build a pyramid there. Bring great service to the community, because there is a master called Jiten, Pyramid Vastu. Use pyramids, and then Vastu dosha, what do you call it, is all gone. If you believe in Vastu, pyramids deployed, Vastu issues go. Much science is there, so thank you very much, dear friends. We'll conclude here. This goes on, and at some point I'll show some of the pyramid things that I've discovered at Bosnia pyramids, and some of the masters who had experiences will bring them this program to talk about their experience of healing with pyramid energy. In the next couple of weeks that we have left within this program, we'll see at least 1 or 2 of them come and then talk about pyramid energy and then how they heal themselves. Yes, Namta madam.
Yes, sir. Quite enriching session. There are already many queries regarding how to have pyramid, how to make small pyramids. Yes, dear friends and masters, we will be sharing all the relevant information in the support circles. And there is an announcement. Today is 21st. On the 21st of every month, we have a special program, 1 million meditation. So kindly join the mindfulness movement today at 5:30 p.m. to 6:45 p.m. IST, so as to heal yourself and to heal the planet that is our Mother Earth. When we choose to see the world through the eyes of oneness, our collective consciousness awakens, and not only we heal ourselves, it's a planet, Mother Earth, that is our home, that is also healed. And one more announcement. Tomorrow is Saturday, and we will have our second Sankalp Connection Circle breakout room session will happen. And purpose behind is simply to express more in that cozy atmosphere, to make friends, to make your buddies. When not only we learn from each other, and when we are connected with each other, we make friends, then journey certainly becomes more enjoyable, as we are all co-travelers here. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, madam. Let me talk about that before. And I want to show this last slide. I think I realized this slide of people want to know where the pyramids can be acquired. Here are the few slides here. The angle is important, but these three sites, what the pyramidestore.com is from Pyramid Valley. You can buy some pyramids, there are kinds of pyramids. Urjafai is from PMC Hindi, North India. And so you can buy urjafai.com. There all kinds of pyramids are there. 51pyramids.in, Ayappa Pindi, some of this organization is giving. There are many others. We'll give some more numbers depending on what you're looking at. But these are the places you can start. And then, of course, on the website these days, and Amazon, other places also, you do find. All you have to ensure is that angle, all right? When you're buying, make sure that angle is important if you're buying anywhere outside of these places. But otherwise, you can buy from anywhere. And then, of course, you can make one by yourself too, as we talked about. And yes. So see you all, dear friends, tomorrow. That connect circle, making friends is the most important reason of why we're bringing these smaller rooms in the Zoom, virtual rooms, where you connect with others, exchange your phone numbers with each other. And so then you have friends whom you can share and your journey, and then motivate yourself to be in there. So thank you. See you tomorrow again. Thank you. Sagar. Okay.
Carry my pain with me. Every moment, every day. I'm always deciding how I want to live, who I want to be. I'm always changing who I was.
Yes, madam.
Yes. Deepa Makhija, ma'am, is there any online link to purchase pyramid caps or pyramid small ones?
Already given. We can write them in the chat. Yes.
Sure. Then it's the question from YouTube by Mr. Wasim Naeem. Do stupa structures like gumbads behave like pyramids?
Please experiment. If the angle is there, then they have that energy. Other ones, maybe we don't know. So one has to experiment if you would like to conclude it scientifically.
Okay.
Possible.
Yes. And then there is question from Kalaveni, sir. Please tell me about healthy boundaries in our life and how we will set our boundaries in our life.
Please attend this program throughout, madam. This program is boundaries in all dimensions. Setting boundaries is to first have that wisdom. For example, the 4 agreements is boundaries to yourself. If you have them, if you're talking with respect to people, healthy boundaries, we're talking with respect to people, then follow the 4 agreements. Rather than trying to set boundaries to somebody, you set for yourself. Power of speech is a great boundary. The speech, if it is, we put boundaries in the way we speak, then automatically we become great friend to others. If the speech is right. So this program, everything we're talking about is a boundary to ourselves. In the food, we set boundaries because the food energy, when it's not properly utilized, then we are lazy, lethargic, and then that triggers into something else and non-cooperation elsewhere, and then again things are gone. So everything is important in all dimensions: body, mind, intellect, soul state, and then serving everybody. They're all 5 levels. We have 5, and all 5 has to be taken care, not just the physical body. And this program is about taking care of all 5. So then we know what boundaries to set in every dimension of our life. Yes.
This next question is from Nandini ma'am. Houses in US have pyramid triangle on the roofs. Would that count as or give pyramid benefits? If we meditate under the roof where there is a triangle up on the roof, but the ceiling in flat, all the rooms have flat ceiling except for hearth rooms sometimes have arched ceiling.
Madam, wherever pyramid is there, that energy spreads all over. Like every individual has an aura, pyramid has an energy aura, and it has spread. So when you build a pyramid, a community pyramid, then it is spreading its energy to not only that home and a building around, surroundings also. So like this Giza pyramid is beautifully there. The Pyramid Valley pyramid beautifully is there. The areas around get lifted. Wherever pyramids are there, the areas around get lifted. People seem to be more harmonious. More research has to be done. Much more research has to be done on these aspects. But then by default, pyramids, just like anything else, has energy that is there everywhere. For example, our home, our plants are lush green. They just grow they just grow beautifully. We have a pyramid. We know that the pyramid sort of intensifies the energy for all the plants around there. Okay. So it's like that. So yeah, they have pyramid on top of their roof. It's not triangle, by the way. Using the word triangle, that means you're not knowing what the pyramid is. It is 4 sides. It's not 3 sides. Pyramid has 4 sides. Okay. Study the pyramid energy properly. Yes.
Yes. So, question from Sangeeta ma'am. Is Naam, Jap and meditation same thing?
How can they be same? They're not same. There are stages to get to meditation. Puja, worshipping. Then stotra. Stotra is chanting some mantra. Then japa. just, and go in silence, but, having a mind activity of counting, doing things. And then finally dhyana. Then goes laya. 5 stages. Each one supports the other. With japa, we get into great mindfulness. The concentration, the focus, the dharana that we do in meditation, observing the breath or observing an object in other meditation, but then observing the breath, dharana, requires focus. And then it's all trained through japa. Before that, stotra, mantra. Before that, puja, where you are there with the deity in front. You are there doing a lot of activity, ritual, doing with all the focus. Many people do it. Many to just doing for the sake of it is a different thing. Because they have to do today. Okay, by the way, today is what? Today is a special day. Today is a special day. Varalakshmi Vrat, so I have to go and then do the puja. Otherwise, Varalakshmi, Ma Varalakshmi is going to be punishing the husbands if you don't do it. What a belief system with which we operate. We love Varalakshmi Mata for all that energy, and if you want to enjoy the process of worshipping, you want to do something, do, but not out of fear, not as a ritual. Connect. So for everyone celebrating Varalakshmi Day, happy Varalakshmi Day. Okay. But one used to do, but then she recognized she is the same consciousness, she is the same, and so then goes into deep meditation on this day, as opposed to doing that worshipping and puja. She recognized not necessary for her anymore. When you recognize you are the consciousness, and then you go into it and you be with the consciousness, that means you are with Varalakshmi, you are with Saraswati ji, you are with Lakshmi ji, you are with all great masters. By becoming one with yourself, then where is the necessary of doing anything external? This point has to be questioned. That's why yogis go into that. They stop doing the outward activity. They go inward. So they sit down for years and years and years, hours and hours and hours in meditation. Eventually, that's where you see, right, pictures. So, chanting and japa are stages towards it. Koti puja samam stotram. The words exactly another. Koti stotram samam japam. Japa koti samam dhyanam. Dhyana koti samam laya. Koti means 1 crore, 10 million. The sloka is saying, Koti, 10 million. Puja, worshipping is equal to 1 stotra. Koti stotra is equal to 1 japa. Koti japa is equal to 1 dhyana. Koti dhyana is equal to 1 laya. Laya means you become Lord Shiva, you become one with the whole. Got to do. Those who started the journey of meditation has to do. Those who are worshipping, they have to make those steps further and further and further. But everything is fair, everything is great. No experience is lower and higher. We just are travelers on the path where you and I and everybody are just, let's say, trekking to Kedarnath. Some started 16 hours ago, some started now. So one is ahead, another is behind. Nobody is special, right? Just that you started before, that's all, nothing more. So no one needs to feel where I am, but it's just in the journey of life, we are just progressing, evolving, and going from stage to stage. Meditation accelerates all of it. Yes.
Yes, that is it from the question answer session. We have Yamini ma'am who would like to share her experience.
Yes, please.
Yes, ma'am, kindly unmute yourself.
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
My
Can you
name
please turn
is
your camera
Yamini.
on, ma'am?
Ma'am, I don't know how to do it. Uh,
Go ahead, madam.
all right. So, sir, I have been with Buddha CEO since January, since Renew program. And unfortunately, since I'm in Muscat, the time is too early for me to start at 4:30. So what I'm generally doing is I watch the videos as per my convenience in the afternoon. Since I'm working, I'm a homeopathic doctor, and it has benefited me a lot. And last night, actually, there was a miracle that happened with me, which I wanted to share. It was really wonderful. Uh, of course, it's helped me a lot in a lot of ways, like my concentration has improved. I had some health challenges and some life challenges, which I have been sailing quite smoothly through it. It's helped me really a lot. Also, the reason I wanted to share today was this miracle that happened last night. Uh, my nephew, my sister's son, has been estranged with me for some reason. I believe there was some difficulty in his life, which was projected onto me. But since I started meditating, started in my mind communicating with him, saying that I forgive you for whatever happened. And last night he called and he apologized to me. So it was really wonderful. I did not expect anything. It was completely accidentally that he called me. So I'm really amazed that it's actually a miracle because I'm a very logical and scientific person, and I never expected this. So I thought this is nothing short of a miracle, and that's why I wanted to share this on this platform. I've been wanting to share about my experiences, but just because of the timing, I could not. And I had made the intent that once I enrolled for Sankalp, that I would at least try to join online and at least share one time about my experiences. And I couldn't wait. And fortunately, I woke up very early this morning to share. So, yeah, thanks a lot to everybody, to all the mentors and teachers. I would actually wanting to contribute in my own way. I'm coming to India next week, so I'm hoping to talk to somebody and get in touch and see how I can contribute to Buddha CEO. Thanks a lot, sir. That's all from my
Wonderful,
side.
madam. You are in Dubai. Where are you?
No, Muscat, Oman,
Muscat.
Muscat, Oman.
Oman, Muscat. Okay. Hmm. Very wonderful, madam. You
Yes,
give a you gave so much light on how to heal a relationship just
yes.
by being with you. Somebody wanted a boundary. Here is a boundary they can set. Just
I had
within.
actually read, sorry,
Hmm.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I had actually read a book, reading a book since 2 years. It's called Lewin's Chakras. It's about a 1200 page book. I'm just halfway through the book. Since I'm a doctor, it's very, I mean, it's only after Buddha CEO I could add up all that I had read in the chakras. And since then, it is in my mind that you can coordinate or communicate with people who don't talk to you. And I think in one of your lectures, you mentioned that we can send healing energies to people. So I said, let me do my bit and then leave it the rest to Almighty and see what happens. And it worked.
Yes, we can communicate. Whatever you want to communicate orally, first of all, we all can do this with our children.
Mm.
Sometimes they do not necessarily want to take a viewpoint. And everybody, our children, everyone has polarized viewpoints. What do you do? Polarized viewpoints. You say one, they say other. And you communicate in your thought field. There's no resistance there. With a genuine interest, but not to prove yourself. But then those are losers. But if genuinely you know that okay, this will help them as you give them communicate points, give forgiveness, seek forgiveness. Many things are there.
Yeah.
Right? And they also return back. That's the way you saw that you experienced.
Yeah, I mean, it's a miracle, really. I did not expect this to happen. In fact, strangely, I have been doing pranayam since last 10, 12 years. And I thought it helps me get more intuitive. 2 days back, I had a dream that my nephew is trying to reach out to me. And last night he called after 10 years.
Hmm. Okay,
Nothing
wonderful,
short of a miracle.
wonderful. That's great. Please record with video on and send, madam, when you have time.
Yeah, no, sir, I will definitely call you once I get back to India, and I will try to reach out and see how I can contribute to this mm,
Please be part of.
excellent work that you are
Come,
doing.
come to Pyramid Valley and then visit the Pyramid Valley once when you're coming to India.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a little tied up with work, so it may be difficult, but I'll definitely try. I will definitely,
No problem.
at least I will
No
reach
problem.
out verbally and see how I can contribute. So,
Wonderful. Thank you, madam.
yes. Thank you, sir.
Yes. There
We'll
is
conclude.
one more query from Sangeeta ma'am. Is Sri Yantra also a part of pyramid?
Sangeeta, madam, make this whole program lively. Hmm? You ask so many questions. Let it be like that. Shriyant has its own structure. Shriyant is a powerful geometric structure. It has its own energy fields. But yes, it is an energy field structure. Different geometric shapes that are there, they all hold energy, geometric patterns. There is something called crop circles with various geometric patterns. They have intense energy in them. Just the pattern itself holds energy. Crop circle. So yes, Shriyant is a powerful energy device.
Yes. We have Teju 30, sir. Yes, sir. Can you unmute yourself?
Uh,
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Hello, sir. This is Teja. Sir, I keep getting lot of
Ma'am, we can't see you. Uh,
yeah. I keep getting lot of bad dreams. Mostly, if I'm planning to do something, I don't understand those dreams. Yesterday, also, I got some floods were there. Some parent and kids were coming asking me for help. It was very scary. How to overcome that? I do meditate. I do follow Buddha's ego and
Do you read? Do you interact?
yes,
Why is it a
uh,
bad dream? First of all, why is it a bad dream?
I felt very scary.
Why are you feeling scary about it?
Because it's a flood and
So, what will happen?
okay,
What will happen if flood is there? Because we associate ourselves with the negative side of it. Because flood means eventually something may happen to me, to my family members, depending on who you've seen, and it is not a good
yes,
thing. We always want a positive side of life. 50% of life is rejected when we only embrace the positive side. Why? Why not the other side? They're adventures, right? There are people who go rafting in floods, flood rivers. Adventure they're seeking. They know that they may not exist, but they go. Why are we not doing it? Because we are fear of life, fear of death. We have the fundamental fear of death because we have no knowledge of what happens after death. And so then all fears are there. How do you overcome unless you increase your energy understanding of this whole event and system? Some accident may dream comes and you get scared. Oh, am I going to get into accident? Am my family going to get into accident? Will they be there? Not this? So what if they do? Can you control death anytime? Can you control destruction anytime?
no,
We can suppress the dream. If children come and share stories, hey, don't say it, don't say, and then suppress it. The fellow will just suppress, but it is there. A suppressed emotion from the childhood carries into a deep, intense fear later. So now we are fearful. We don't know why the fear is coming because somewhere it got suppressed. Nobody answered you. Or everybody conditioned us to thinking that it's not a good thing. It is spoken that way. Because what all that is spoken is, and floods come and how life is destroyed. It is destroyed. This is the worst thing is happening. Planet is going through all these intense worst weather conditions. We use worst weather condition. But
Yeah.
weather is weather. Weather is weather. Who is creating this weather, madam? How is weather happening?
Universe.
Universe. So is the universe punishing people? What's the nature of universe?
Mm.
Nature of universe is expansion. What is not right for one is great for another. You know that. Not right for one. People said, don't, no rain here. And the guy who is constructing home says, no rain because they want the slab to be protected. But the people out there don't have drinking water. They want rain. So what do you say then? The same thing is not good for one in their mind and they're good for another. When the little benefit, temporary benefit that we see in ourselves. Right?
Yes.
So the point is, how can floods be better for some? Okay. How can floods be better for some? How do you know and what do you know how much of gross damage done to billions and billions of creatures in cultivation where utilizing so much of pesticide? Do you know that in pesticide is used to create, wipe out billions of creatures under this soil? If soil has consciousness, and then all of them are wiped out by using this intense amount of pesticide because the greed is there. They want to have a huge amount of yield. Ignorance and no ignorance, but it's being done. They want protection for some time at least. Great amount of water has to come. Great amount of land regeneration has to happen. But it has destruction to crops. What to do? Billions of fish are killed in fisheries. So then things will happen along the coast all the time. Fish want to be protected. Many reasons, madam. One happens, another. Now I'm going to digression. Now we have fundamental fears. We have to increase our understanding that if everything is being created and there is a purpose for it, what is good for one is not good for another from a material perspective. But there is always a great equation out there. Okay, great equation. Dharma is protected. Sri Krishna said, Sri Krishna, do you expect Sri Krishna to ask somebody to be killed? But he's killed. He asked, no, he asked Arjuna, kill. Don't think they're relatives, kill them. He said, why? So it's like that. So there is that. So we have to increase our understanding, all I'm trying to say. We have to increase our understanding of two counts. One, death fears have to be dropped. You have to study spiritual science. You have to interact. Have you read the books? Have you read the Many Lives, Many Masters book? And then
Yes, sir.
explore from there then. More books you have to explore. So first of all, the death fears have to drop. Then it's about destruction and all of these are happening and say, what is the reason? What's fundamental? Right? Then you start investigating. So some books that can help. The Conversation with God series, book 1, 2, 3, 4 will give you all clarity about everything like this. Conversation with God, book 1, book 2, book 3, book 4. Book 1 is more individual things. Book 2 is, and book 3 is about all these group things that continue to happen. Okay? Read them, we get a better understanding.
So, sir.
The
Thank you.
dreams come because we have fear. Suppose those dreams come for us to look at them, tackle them, overcome them. Okay. So if you have fears, now these dreams are sort of amplifying. So you start looking and asking questions. Now you're asking question because meditation, awareness, so they will receive, we ask question. Without meditation, we simply brush it aside because people around also tell you, oh, ignore it, leave it, don't bother about it, don't talk about it. Something they tell you, suppress it. And with meditation, you receive, you're exploring now. So study a little bit more. And then once for all, tackle those fears. Okay. Okay.
So, sir. Thank you.
Let's conclude here. So thank you all. Thank you, madam.
Yesterday is gone. Embrace who I am today and let go Embrace who I am today and let go of who I was before the dawn. Whenever I get stuck in my life, I ask what I can do right now instead of why.
Thank you for joining. Keep meditating.
Can't let
Keep
my
meditating. Have a
fears
great day.
define my
Little.
journey. And I gotta forgive myself for when